Yeah. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Joey Sparks. That's two E's, no Y. You heard me. That's two E's, no Y. And in this video, we are going to be discussing my review of Chalk Outlines. Okay. I'm going to call it, I don't know, review, Ren review 101 or something like that, Ren 101 or something like that. And in this episode, we're going to be reviewing Chalk Outlines. And the reason I'm going to do this is because I'm an empath. And when I hear something the first time, I don't always catch all the lyrics because I'm looking for feeling in music, and I'm feeling in tone, specifically singing tone, and great music like these two made for us. And I'm not going to do this for every song I react to, but ones where I go back and after hearing comments from you and rewatching a second and third time, maybe there are things I noticed that I need to review. And I'd like to do that with you now, okay? But first, yeah. All right, y'all. Uh, Unfortunately, I'm not going to be playing the video in this one. I'm going to be going off of memory, okay? But there are some things I wanted to talk about now that I've kind of got abreast of info that I wasn't unaware of while watching it. And, after a couple times sitting through, being able to hear lyrics and stuff like that, then you'd be like, yo, okay, I kind of get it now. Um, and it is such a great idea. Yo, before I get started, please, if you're enjoying this type of content, will you do me a favor? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend or something like that. I'm on the road to 10,000 subs and I need your help. So if you could, just say hello to me in the comment does amazing work for the algorithms, but also like share it with a friend. If they enjoy reactions and somebody keeping it real, let them know. I might be entertaining for them. Who knows? Anyways, now that's out of the way. Sorry, back to it. Um, like I said, I don't normally get all the lyrics right off the jump, and the more and more I listen to it, and then compared it with what I'm learning about Ren. So what I've learned of Ren thus far is, misdiagnosed. He has autoimmune disease, right? But it was misdiagnosed, and so some of the medication kind of left, right? And that would be why he has a perspective on some of these things. And then, like I reacted to Sick Boy, so I get that now. I was introduced through Hiren, so I understand, a mental war. I don't want to like label it as a sickness or like I know any of his diagnosis that well or anything like that right off the jump. But that's the gist, right? On the outside looking in. And so then now that I'm listening to this, I'm going, oh, this man is talking about like how taking these medications can kind of like kind of almost, at least this is what I'm looking at it now, is like they can kind of like take you out of who you are. And so it's like, all right, let me go ahead and take these pills that I'm supposed to take that make me better, and then I'm not me, and I just lose myself in the chalk outline. Like now I'm like, duh. And so then, like, um, in the gallows, I balance on my toes so I can breathe. Like, oh, like I'm barely holding on, yo. Like, come on, that stuff hits so deep. And we back. Small technical difficulties, but we figured it out. Where was I? Uh, yeah, the guy like struggling to breathe. You know what I mean? Like that makes so much more sense now. Now that I get to revisit these lyrics, and kind of understand it better. Because I was just going off a feeling. So then when I revert back to them singing about it, I'm going, oh man, uh, he introduces it so smooth, right? Like, and it's so much more like the second time going through is so much more digestible because once again the acoustics in the hallway and it's so quiet. He's able to give his version, and then when she comes in and she says a name of a drug, Sarah Sarapin or something, and the sip of serotonin. Just kind of speak, and then her next line is like, uh, because there's a pill for everything, right? Like that, or very soon after, like the next bar or something like that. And that's kind of like how the world looks at it. Like we'll just fix it with these pills and stuff like that. And whether it's the right diagnosis or wrong diagnosis, here, just take it, just shut up. And then, or like, uh, it's forgetting that there could be side effects that are so much more worse or aggravating or long-term damaging than curing the initial sickness. But just because it cures it, or it has tests that say that it does, we'll just push it through because pharmaceuticals, we make money out here, right? So we just push them through anything. So now that I kind of understand, uh, now that I kind of understand a little bit more of what he was talking about, I understand why, in my opinion, the song was just written the way, like, just like, like little by little and bit by bit, I'm losing who I am, and I'm just this chalk outline, or little by little, bit by bit, I'm creating this chalk outline. Song concept, second time through understanding it. Now that like I had experienced the vibe first, and now I get to run it back and listen and gain more of a grasp. Kudos to song topic and songwriting about it. Now back into the video portion, because like to me, I love it, and I love how it when normally in my world of the silly rap stuff, when they say one take, they mean like, like the camera never cuts away, but the artist pre-records the music, and that pre-recorded music runs through. Their job is just to nail their mouth hitting the lyrics the whole time, or set up a bunch of things and stuff that they walk through sometimes. And I have so much more appreciation for it like this. I think when they hit him with the one take, they're talking about also, not only was it filmed one take, but they're recording on the spot. This will lead into my next segment, or my next topic about it, which is they're recording on the spot. So like he's plugged in, and then I'm assuming the mic is somewhere inside this hallway. The guitar seems like it's plugged into just a small amp, or maybe not. But I remember in high rent it was, and so I'm wondering, oh, do they kind of just mean like, yeah, and all the vocals live once through. They don't stumble, they don't miss key, they don't come out of pocket too much. We did it so many times, and this was the take where they sounded the best. I think that is super more impressive, because I find singing just as impressive to me as figuring out how to put rap lyrics together in rhyme cadences. Anyways, so you know recording the acoustics fresh in there leads me into my very first point about like the videography. I think while watching, I was like, yo, I'm not sure if they added sound effects or whatnot, but I love the quietness in the individual sounds that we were hearing inside this hallway. From you lovely folks in the comments, I found out that it is just actually all that. There's no assisted Foley in there, except for maybe, I think they said the light buzz could possibly, which is understandable, because I think they manipulated the lights, right? So it's not like you're gonna catch it right in the right same time, right? Um, which was good though, because this song was supposed to be just with the song, or with the guitar and their vocals, and that's supposed to be it. And man, I piece of resistance when I see that. So they walk down and follow him in this empty corridor, broken down, I don't know, hallway to something, right? Love how she's not in the shots as they're spinning around. And then just why I was amazed or like thrown off guard or found it funny is when they swung the camera back that time, boom, there's Chinchilla just hanging out, chilling against the wall, bringing her, her swag, um, the jewelry, the hoop earrings, the relatability that I feel towards her. She got that just chilling in the corner, and I thought from like a one take, not only are they getting the audio part right, which I deem, just as complicated as any part of uh, music lyricism, which is, delivering in those octaves on key, just like they're doing, then to be able to nail it with the videographer as they're spinning around, they're giving different shots, their cameras doing them right by with that autofocus pulling in different spots, creating great frames with guitar and Ren filling up the square properly on the lines, the rule of thirds and stuff like that, and then to boom, all of a sudden Chinchilla be right there. To me, that marriage of showing us that's where I'm most impressive watching it back. I mean, not to mention that me and my son sing this song to the top of our lungs. Yes, I tried to show this chalk outline to my son, um, and he didn't really react to it well because I don't think he has nothing to compare it to. But boy, does he sing this song to the top of his lungs. Um, I had to show y'all sometime or something. Yeah, man. And then to be able to spin around them and continually catch that chemistry. And then my favorite part is when she goes to stand up. She's been looking at him in his eyes singing, and then it comes to the part of the song where, they need to punch again with more vocal projection, and she stands up, and it's like right by that time, after watching again over and over, I've just been like, this is the part where it's like the plateau, like you got to your peak, this crescendo of shit. And man, whoo wee, boy, do I love it. So, yo, that's been my Ren Review 101. I appreciate you stopping by. Like I said, I'm going to give this thing a little try, like just because I think that second review sometimes is just, like so fulfilling when you get keys like what you guys gave me about the audio in the comments, or you do some research, or you read some lyrics, or you finally catch on to some lyrics because you've been playing into the whip just like I said I would, singing to the top of my lungs at the stoplight, window down, giving no to the people next to me. For real, bro. For songs this good, or maybe that I feel like some sort of link to or passion down this Ren roller coaster, I want to revisit. And that, that way it's kind of like some original content. That's just kind of my point of view from that. And I respect any of y'all who stopped by and wanted to hear my new take on it now that I've heard it again. I appreciate all your support. Continue to hit the like and subscribe. Continue to comment to me down in the comments. Like I say, I get to scroll through them now, and when something really punches at me, I get to jump in and say what's up to y'all. Also, bear with me again as I kind of get like the details of my YouTube setup. Like I said, the monetization process is crazy, and you got to have all the radio buttons selected so you can do super chats, or I can create memberships and things like that. So like, just bear with me as I get all that loaded in. Otherwise, I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm signing off once again. It's Joey Sparks 2. He's know why. Thank y'all. Peace.